Hey there guys, and welcome back to Mana Down Under. Just as proof as how long I've been waiting for a commander like this should be enough to tell you. I love Ninjutsu. I think it's a great mechanic, even BGS 9.5. So today we are covering Yuriko, the Tiger Shadow. Now, it's just a commander deck idea. Not a hardcore deck list, I'm just going to go through cards which you might want in the deck, how to build the deck, some combos people need to know. So Yuriko herself. She's 3 mana, black blue, 1/3, human ninja, with Commander Ninjutsu. Now if you don't know what Ninjutsu is, it's where you return an unblocked attacker, switch out with this card from your hand, tapped and attacking. But in this case, you can do it from your command zone. And it's only 1 black and 1 blue. And you never have to pay command tax, as long as you keep using Ninjutsu. So, it also says, whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to that card's CMC. So the deck is built around ninjas, clearly. And, well, there's not many ninjas in Magic, so we had to make a few more. And stacking our deck so that when a ninja does get through, we hurt them hard. So the actual ninjas in Magic, there's only 10 legal ones. First up, Skull Snatcher. On hit, you can remove cards from the graveyard. Secret of Ways lets you look at the hand on hit, and you can bounce the ninjas back to your hand. The Gang Shinobi, on hit, lets you make them discard 2 cards, so Mind Rot. The Deep Powers Ninja lets you draw cards on hit. The Silent Oni lets you cast something from the hand for free on hit. You notice it's always on hit. The Student on entry becomes a copy of any creature. Now that's scary what that can do. The other Shinobi is just an unsummon effect. Throat Slitter is Doomblade on hit. Higuru the Steel Wind lets you tutor for another ninja. And Dios has the ability to give other ninjas unblockable, which is very relevant in the deck. And my favourite one, of course, Inkai's Servant Oni. On hit, she can cast a creature from, well, you get to put a creature from your opponent's graveyard under your control, and she has regen. So they're your legal ninjas, and we're going to use them and any other creature we can to get through. So the actual other part of Yuriko is revealing the top card of your library and bleeding everyone equal to the CMC. A lot of people have probably already seen the combo with Doomsday, or you'll see a few other cards. The idea is you want to stack your deck with all these big fat CMC cards on the top, so that when you do reveal them, you hemorrhage more people. So with Doomsday, for example, 3 mana, search your library and graveyard for 5 cards, then exile your library, those 5 cards become your library. So, and you lose half your life. So you nearly kill yourself in 2 ways, but let's say, for example, you stack a Commit to Memory, the new Emrakul, Old Kozilek, the Delve, Take a Turn, and Treasure Cruise. If you stack those 5 cards on top of your deck, and you attack with 5 ninjas and get through, you'll deal 52 damage to each player at the board. You win the game on the spot, pretty much. So we want to build the deck around stacking our odds. Other cards that work in the deck is Insidious Dreams. Same kind of idea, you're searching for so many cards out of your deck, stacking them on top. And it doesn't have to be 5, it could be whatever you're comfortable with. So the idea is we want high CMC, but low casting. What that means is cards that have in the top right of the card a really high CMC, but alternate ways to cast it, make it cheaper and whatnot. So the new Aftermath cards, which are classed as a split card from Armaket, technically you actually count both the cards together as one whole. The ruling states, while not on the stack, the characteristics of a split card are the combination of 2 halves, so you add the 2 CMCs together. So for example, Commit to Memory is 10 mana. Suspend cards generally have a high CMC but a cheap suspend cast. Same with Evoke. You've got the Ravnica split cards as well. And Delve. Delve is always great in this deck. So we want to use these kind of cards and abuse them. So examples is Commit to Memory. It's a counter spell and then a refill on the hand. Consign to Oblivion. It's a bounce and a discard. Rags to Riches is a weenie removal and a creature steal. Far and Away is a bounce and a sack. Like, it's all things we care about in black blue, and you have to add up all the mana. So Commit to Memory would be 10, Consign to Memory would be 7, Rags to Riches would be 7, 11. Like, they do a lot of damage quite easy on their own. Spite and Malice, it's expensive for what it is, but it is 8 mana. It is a counter non-creature spell in a Doomblade. Curse of the Cabal, depends who you are, I like the card, it's good fun. Deep Kraken, it's unblockable, it's got big CMC with suspend, and it can be hastened out by your opponent casting spells, so we like that all around. Aether Snipe is a non-land bouncer with Evoke. Of course, Moldrift, our favourite fish in Magic. Shriekmaw, same idea. Removal, but they've got high CMC but cheap casting costs. The new Knight Incarnate is a board wipe if we need it, which is handy. Curtain's Call is the only Undaunted card I like. There's another one, but it's not as good. Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, so good they got banned in Standard at the time. They're wonderful cards in this deck. High casting cost of 8 each, but they do so much value for you. Temporal Trespass. There's other Take a Turn spells which work in the deck, but I like this one in the sense that it reduces its cost down. A lot of people are running Nexus and the Beacon of whatever, the free turn beacon spell, because they go back into your library, you can keep reusing them if you want to. But, like I said at the beginning of the video, you've only got 10 ninjas, so we need to make more ninjas. So, Conspiracy, Xenograph, Arcane Adaptation, name Ninja, and away you go. So, cards that support the Ninja or Unblockable plan will be Tetsuku, which says any creature with power or toughness 1 can't be blocked, which is a good chunk of the deck. Lord of Wu says all your creatures have horsemanship, just says they're all unblockable. Thassa, she's great in the sense that she can scry on upkeep, which helps us stack our library how we need to, and we'll go into that later on. And she can make a creature unblockable for 2 mana. True Name Nemesis, cheaper now that he goes reprint, thank god. He's a guaranteed unblockable creature and he's very handy in the deck. I like Wu Scout, it's cheap, 2 mana, it's 1/1, it's got horsemanship, so it might as well be unblockable. But you get a bit of information from your opponent too. Baseful Strix is really handy. No one blocks it, they're like, I'll take the one rather than lose a creature. But when it enters the battlefield you get to draw a card. So when you're replacing this card with a ninja for ninjutsu, and you recast it, you get to draw a card again. The same is true for the Seer, except it's on when it leaves the battlefield. The Siren Storm Tamer, it's just good utility on a 1-drop. No sense of not having it. I like the Benthic Infiltrator, the Eldrazi drone, because it just can slowly do work. Like, you can sometimes hit something they really needed and you get rid of it. And it's got a fat butt on it. Dimir Infiltrator, same idea, fatter butt, still unblockable, but that transmute can come in handy sometimes. Invisible Stalker, the card that Wizards admit they never printed, wish they never printed. And then you want to run a ton of your 1 mana drop unblockables. There's plenty of them in Magic, take your pick what you like, here's 5 of them, but you need a few of them in the deck to work. Now, like I was saying earlier, you need to stack your deck. You need to keep manipulating the top of that library, the higher cost cards from the top. Jason Mind Sculptor is expensive, but it does work a lot in this deck, same with Brainstorm. The idea being, we might reveal a very expensive card with our commander, we hemorrhage everyone, but now we've got this really big card in our hand we can't cast. Jason Brainstorm can put that card back on top of our library to do it again. Very helpful, keeps us going. Sensei's Divining Top helps us just keep configuring the top of the deck, and if we need to we can draw to get something away or whatnot. Scroll Rack is just unstoppable in the deck, you get to reset your hands essentially. Crystal Ball, every turn for 1 mana get the Scry 2 can do a lot of work in the deck. In your tutors, any tutor that can put a card on top of your deck before you attack will be very handy. A lot of tutors though are getting expensive now, so it's up to you if you need them or not. And then we have the support section of the deck. I love Baneful Omen because that's what the commander's already trying to do, you're revealing the top of your deck and you're hemorrhaging everyone equal to CMC. Cover of Darkness, depending how you build the deck, it helps out just giving everything fear. Larceny, I like. You've got all these little weedy creatures always hitting the opponent, you're always ninjutsuing things out or drawing and making them discard. This makes your opponent discard when they get hit by a creature. Very handy. Kindred Discovery can be... It's just such a good card in any tribal deck at this point, there's no reason not to run it. Name Ninja, Ninja to battlefield you draw, Ninja attacks you draw, it's that good. Bind the Thassa, same idea, when a creature does connect you get to draw a card. And Mind Leech Mass, similar idea to Silent Oni and Ink Eyes. Hit the player, look at the hand, cast something from it for free, can't complain. The lands, there's a few which do matter in the deck. We're not a big tall creature deck, we're a lot of small unblockables, we're not great at blocking. Maze of Ith just helps us handle the bigger creatures on the board that might scare us. We want a lot of deck manipulation anywhere we can get it, even in the lands. So Soldavi Excavations, paying 1 to scry can be very handy. Halimar Depth lets us rearrange top 3 on entry. Templar Deceit is just a scry on entry, we'll take it where we can get it. Mutavault is any creature type when it's activated into a creature, so it's still a ninja, so it helps out there. And Creeping Tar Pit is an unblockable land, and if you've got one of your like Xenograph or your enchantments that change all the creature type, it's a ninja. So we'll take another unblockable creature where we get it. Some people do run the Ink Moth lands, up to you. I like Creeping Tar Pit, it's a little bit cheaper. And like always, there's plenty of cards I probably haven't mentioned. Everyone builds decks differently, that's why I like to leave a bit of variance in them. But your black-blue, take your select of removal, so your counterspells, your direct removal. You don't really get ramp, so just take the rocks you're comfortable with, your signets, your clue stones, whatnot. I like clones in the deck, because there's not too many real ninjas in Magic, so having a few more clones of them doesn't hurt. And yeah, I like, Thada Adele's a good card to have in the deck, definitely. Because she's nearly unblockable most of the time anyway with being Island Walk. Taking things from your opponent's library can be pretty handy, especially those juicy artifacts. Alright, how would you build the ninja deck, guys? Do you like it? Do you like the combo, risk it all for a 5-card library and try and kill everyone then and there? What do you think? Let me know, guys, and have a good one. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like and sub and click the bell icon for notifications. It's greatly appreciated. And if you have any deck or video ideas, just suggest them down below. And have a good one, guys.